Hey there, Paul. It is Jay here at Rorick Mazda. So please don't laugh because I'm never going to win a secondary career in either filming or acting. But I thought that this might be the most beneficial is making you a video here of just one of the CX-50 options I have in the select level. A great example is I believe this black one is another option that I do have, though it might end up being a little bit more expensive as I see some accessories are on that, like the side rails. And then also I do have one available in the polymetal gray, which is kind of like a gray meets blue. While that paint is very pretty, it is an upcharge, where I had actually used this because personally I like this color, and this doesn't have any extras. It's sort of just your standard select without any color charges or anything to that nature. Now, just going over the vehicle in general, I always point out at the bottom, you're gonna see kind of that frontal cover right there, which is a housing for all of the sonar and radar on the vehicle, as well as the camera up on the windshield. So all of your safety features are standard on this vehicle. That's going to be everything from collision avoidance to adaptive cruise control, pedestrian and cyclist detection, lane keeping assist. If you're drifting out of the lane, it'll pull you back in. Headlights are going to be full LED. They can even use high and low beams automatically. You'll have the blind spot monitoring system here in the side mirrors, which are probably my favorite safety feature, because a nice option with that is if you're part of the 2% of Pittsburgh that uses a turn signal, they beep back at you. And then, of course, things like your backup camera with your cross traffic alert. Now, all CX-50s are going to have kind of the black accents. You'll notice the mirrors are black, the grille was black, the wheels are gloss black. You will have your dual exhaust pipes, as this does run the 2.5 Sky Active motor. All LED design through the headlights as well as the tail lights. Same thing, your turn signals and reverse lights are LED. All-wheel drive is standard. The CX-50 kind of has a benefit in the lineup with all-wheel drive because it is kind of bulked up, as this is sort of a more, if you want to call it, an off-road gear sort of vehicle. Now, in terms of the advanced key, that just means when you grab the handle, it'll sense that you have the key and lock and unlock. And then in terms of the dash design, so you are going to see the 11-inch screen. It's going to be standard up on the dash. Everything is going to be controlled on that dial via the gear shifter, or behind the gear shifter. So that will take a little getting used to. Mainly if your CX-9 was 2016 or newer, it would have had that. However, with it being, I think you had mentioned a 2013, unfortunately, you may have had a touchscreen in that model, where Mazda did away with touchscreens. You'll notice speakers up here on the door and up at the top. It is because Mazda uses Pioneer for their base audio system, so it's still a very, very nice audio system. And you'll kind of have a mixture of seating materials. This is all going to be a leather kind of around the side, and then very, almost a kind of heavy textured cloth down the center. Obviously, dual climate system. You'll have items like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. All of these vehicles even have remote start. So there's an app that you download on your smartphone, and it will allow you to lock or unlock the doors, remote start the car. In fact, you can even check your tire pressures and schedule service. A little difficult to see, but this whole middle screen, even though it looks round like it's a speedometer, is actually digital. So you could use a digital speedometer if you didn't want that traditional kind of needle and gauge look. Rain wipers, you'll have different drive modes, but this is sort of that dial I was saying that will take a little bit getting used to in terms of adjusting. Volume is going to be over here for the radio. Obviously, your emergency brake is going to be more of a electronic switch to free up some of the center console space here. But I hope this information helps just kind of go over this vehicle briefly and just give a better indication of its design, some of the features. And I'm going to go ahead and upload this to my email and get it right on over to you, Paul. I appreciate the opportunity, and have a great day.